Hello, hello, hello. I'm inside here today. You can hear the music. Hear the turkeys, the chickens, the horns, everything else. So today we're going to talk about something that is really dear to my heart. And we're going to talk about this today. And quality of life. So stay tuned to this. God bless everybody. And I hear that music. That's the reason I'm not outside. They're up and down the street. Well, you can hear the music in the background. Here I'm going to serenade everybody today. Today I want to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. The most important thing to me besides my wife, God, and life. Food. Food in the Philippines. But we're not going to get in detail and get negative and everything else here today. We're going to talk about the positive things here in the Philippines that really give you sustainable life. The things that keep Filipino alive here in the Philippines is their food and the availability of their food. Did you know they take stuff off the tree branches and they eat that? Great for diabetes and things like that. There are a lot of benefits here of foods. You can go out in the woods here, you can go up in the mountains, and you can find all kinds of food. A lot of times what happens, yams are available sometimes. In fact, we were up in a mountain and there's a patch of yams. Who put that there? Don't know. Sometimes they just grow. People throw something out or have people that were there before throw it out, and there's a big patch of yams about the size of a quarter acre of yams. Dug them up, and some of those things are this big, and sweet potatoes. So beautiful sweet potatoes and delicious. I mean, you just basically eat the skin and all on these. They're just really delicious. Sustainable life. Now, also too, as you guys know, there's pineapple and there's coconut and there's all these things, bananas that are readily available, fruits. They don't necessarily get into the citrus things, but there's pomelo, which is a branch of the citrus that has to be because it's a citrus type fruit. It's really good. Our neighbor has that. You know, jackfruit's readily available. I get our tree out there. I'm not kidding you. It's a tree probably about 20, 25 feet tall. It's a newly tree, year and a half. It's probably got 20 jackfruit on it. I'm talking jackfruit that's this big. I mean, it's this big. Ruth makes a dish out of that jackfruit. That jackfruit tastes like meat. It tastes like beef. I don't know how she does it. It cooks all night long. There's flavorings and things she puts in there, but it tastes like beef. Another thing that you are really great here, of course, is ginger, and you guys seen all the ginger we have. We have piles of ginger. We just dig it up. You can have a lot of the green situation, like if you want poke salad or mustard or greens. They really don't have a lot of that, but they do have spinach. We have a lot of spinach out there that we eat a lot of, and it's a very limit. You know, it's very good. We have also, you know, carrots and you know, your onions and things like that. Those are really good fillers. That what they do is they make sure they have rice. If they have rice, rice is life. Then they just fill in with that. Sometimes they'll go, you know, a week, depending on how their finances are, and they just have vegetables, which is fine. That's the reason why you go to a lot of provinces and a lot of places where they're up in the mountains. They're all thin, they're skinny, they're in good shape, they're healthy. They're healthy because they're the vegetarian diet. They will have their chickens that they raise, things like that, or. Now, something I want you guys to be aware of here in the Philippines too, and if you're coming to the Philippines and the guys that are arriving here, if you eat the chickens, be careful of the chickens on the side of the road and you buy them at the vendors. That's heart attack waiting to happen or sickness waiting to happen. Ruth has gotten sick, has gotten sick, and I've gotten sick from some of the vendor foods. So you can't really, don't drink any of the waters, don't drink any of the juices, because the waters could be, no, I'm not going to go there. So you have to really be aware of that. The chickens and things like that are the ones that may be sick, not feeling well, or maybe have some type of problem. They'll sell that to someone, and that would be your winter chicken dinner. So you have to be careful with that, really. And if you smell it, make sure you smell it first, even though it's cooked. If it stinks, it's bad. If it smells okay, then it's okay. We went to Robinson's the other day and bought some chicken. And I said, Ruth, that chicken has gas. It's very gassy. It's very, it's not good. She says, you know what? I smelled in the store, the whole store. Not all stores. That's not just Robinson's. Aircon, it's nice, beautiful. But that doesn't mean the chicken is good, right? And the pork. But we got home and come to find out that chicken was not too good. It was spoiled. Salmonella waiting to happen there, so we threw that away. We just had our version of tacos without any kind of beef at all, you know. So, but there are things that you got to be aware of that. And if you do buy stuff, make sure it's fresh. They'll tell you it's fresh no matter what. I mean, common sense tells you they want to make a sale, and they're going to do everything you can to make a sale. If you buy something, make sure it's fresh. Smell it. You guys know more about this than I do. I mean, I'm an old supermarket guy, so I can spot something that's not edible. If you see green on the meat, I think you should stay away. If you can spot the orange tint to it, it's best to stay away. But I think a lot of times you can. There are great markets here. There are great benefits. You may not get all the vegetables that you want. You may not have, but they're readily available. People go out through this field all the time and pick things up, and they take it and they cook it. I don't know. Ruth said it's a leaf that a particular leaf that they get, and they take that and they cook that in the meals. It's great health benefits. And she's telling me all these things. I mean, Ruth's father was kind of like a healer. He knows all the benefits. If somebody had a broke arm, he would set it. Someone's not feeling well and had a fever, he knew what to go out and get out in the woods and bring in and cook it and feed the baby to get rid of the fever. He was one of those. He was natural that way. The guy was incredible. He really was. So if you had a pain in your side and your appendix, or you don't know what it is, or you don't know what's going on, you go tell him what it is, and you tell him the ailments, and this guy would tell you, okay, there's not much we can do that, but we can go do this to help ease your pain besides the Advils. And sometimes Advil does not work, right? So, but there are so many benefits to a lot of the foods here. And of course, as you know, if you get fresh fish, it's nothing better than fresh fish. Fillet it and grill it. I mean, there's nothing better. And very easy to do, and the fish is readily available. But you got to be careful of that too. We're in the middle. We're in between CDO and Davao, and so we get the fish that's coming in off the boats at 4 a.m. and they arrive here at 6 or 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. and they're running up down the street, so it's pretty well fresh. But you can tell by looking at the eyes of the fish. You guys understand that. If it's cloudy, get rid of it. Don't eat it. Don't touch it. If it's fresh looking, the eyes are fresh looking, you're okay, fine. Smell the fish, make sure it smells. If it smells fishy, you don't want it. If it doesn't smell fishy, you can eat it. So same thing on the beef. You don't have to worry about the beef airing out and getting rid of the gas in the beef because it's airing out, hanging in the middle of the market, cut up. So, but it's a great benefit if you can get some at a reasonable deal. I don't know what's going on with the beef situation where I am and surrounding 100 miles, 200 miles of here, but there is no beef available. There must be a shortage of cows. None in SM, none in the other places. My friend went to SM to go bring me some back. He said there was none there available. He has a card. He goes there every week to pick up groceries and bring back here because they don't have all the great, fantastic foods that they have in SM. So, and I think a lot of times, too, you can actually go to the vendor markets, the marketplace, and actually buy produce off the vendors themselves from the farms. Then they distribute it to the sorry stores and other vendors throughout town. There's one in Valencia. You can actually go to the market, the buyer market, that actually has all the produce. I mean, they bring it in crates and trucks and everything else. Then all the vendors go there and they pick it and buy it, just like you do in DeLand, Florida, and in Plant City, Florida, where all the fruits come in and you go buy it. It's basically on the ground. You buy it, it's gone. I used to buy tomatoes by the box, pay $4 for it, and you go in the supermarket and you're paying $10 a pound for it. I'm just making an excuse there. But you go pay a lot of money for it. I buy the box directly from the farm itself. Beautiful tomatoes for $4. Yeah. But I knew about that stuff because I come from that industry. So lettuce, you buy lettuce by the box. I used to split it between the families. They say, here's 10 heads, here's 10 heads, here's 10 heads of lettuce. And I buy the whole box for $10. And you buy that box in town, it's, 2, 3, 4 times that amount. So we, here in the Philippines, is such a great place to live and a great place to have a lot of great things here. and there are readily available good foods, good fruits. That's the reason a lot of people, Americans, thrive good here and are healthy, because they do eat good vegetables and things like that. Thank you so much for always watching my videos. Thank you so much for always being on my channels. And thank you so much for always supporting Ruth and I. God bless everybody. And thank you so much for this great and wondrous day. And thank you for you guys. Amen. God bless.